spread offense. It'll be interesting to see, because the last time the Cougars played them, they played a very tight spread. They did not really throw the ball out wide that often.
Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Sebastian Rosales is your running back. He's to the left of the quarterback, Diego Martinez. 2nd and 10 for UANL on its opening drive. Martinez drops back to pass. He's going to throw. He has a receiver, and can he make the grab? He does not make it. The pass was a little bit short. The receiver tried to make the catch there, coming back to it, Diego Robles, but he was not able to get it, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Kind of wobbly on that pass, and that's why it came up short. They were not going to get the first down, but a little bit under the cut and the comeback by the receiver.
Diego Espinosa checks in at the running back spot. The quarterback's going to roll to his right. He goes to throw it, and it's knocked down by Jaden Bellows. And that'll bring up 4th down. So no yardage for the Tigres on their first drive of the game. A good job by the College Station defense. And they will take over here. As back to receive this punt is going to be Braylon Wortham.
Well, Tigres, one scoring drive against Consolidate 2 weeks ago was their last drive of the game, and they took like 9 minutes. We had 18 plays. So the Tigers did a great job of shutting them down for almost the whole game. That's what the Cougars are trying to do tonight.
Espinosa is your punter. Back to receive it, as I said, Wortham. He stands at midfield. Espinosa gets the punt off. This is a decent punt. Wortham is going to try and field it at about the 47. He's hit immediately. He loses the ball, and that's going to be recovered by the Tigres. So not a good start on special teams for the Cougars. It almost looked like the College Station player blocked the defender into Wortham, forcing him to mishandle that punt, and the Tigres fall on it at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Leonardo Martinez picks it up at the 41-yard line. So turnover there, and they do keep the football.
So they'll operate from their own 48, 1st and 10. Espinosa, the running back, to the right of the quarterback, Martinez. 2 receivers on each side. Martinez is going to take off on his own. He's going to dance around, gets outside across midfield, really loose with the ball, but he's able to hold on to it, and he gets across midfield into College Station territory at the 48, so a gain of 4.
Yeah, and you're right. He did get loose. He got kind of ripped at, and he kind of turned, and you saw him gather the football back in and then able to fall forward on that 4-yard gain.
2nd down and 6, 10 minutes, 37 seconds and counting. First quarter, no score, as the Tigres operate in College Station territory. Quarterback gives the handoff to Espinosa. Espinosa's going to follow his blockers off the right side. He'll be hit.
Fumble
ball is out. Loose. It's still on the ground. And let's see who gets this. I believe it may be the Cougars. It is. College Station will recover it at its own 30-yard line. And it's going to be Braylon Wortham who recovered the fumble.
Yeah, he had the muff, and then he went about 10 yards to see that ball on the ground and beat one of the wide receivers right to the football.
Espinosa was the running back. He gained about 4 or 5 yards, and then that ball went about 6 yards. And that's when Wortham was able to fall on it. So the Cougars take over 1st and 10 for their first offensive possession at their own 30 with 10:20 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for Arrington Maiden. He's going to hand it off to fake the give to Staff. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver on the slant. It's caught, and into Tigres territory is going to be Cody Cashin. Excuse me. No. Who was that?
Pivotal, I believe.
Yeah, that was Pivotal. My mistake. I'm sorry about that. Pivotal, and he gets it all the way to the UANL 47-yard line. Maiden's going to throw the bubble screen on this side. It was intended for Peyton Cashin, and Cashin couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10 at the UANL 47-yard line. Cougars operating quickly.
No coverage at all on Verdugo.
They're going to throw to Xavier Vela out of the backfield, and Vela will get it to the 40. He'll get across the 40 to the 39. A pickup of 8 sets up 3rd and 2 for the Cougars.
Yeah, Verdugo's raising his hand like, hey, here I am, wide open out here.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage now again for the Cougars. Maiden takes the snap, gives it to Staff. Staff follows his blockers, finds the hole, gets across the 35 to the 34, and that's enough for a Cougar first down.
Good hard running right there to get it to the 36-yard line. I'm sorry, 34-yard line.
1st and 10. Vela in motion from right to left. And they're going to go behind him, give it to Staff. He dances through the hole. He's tripped up. He fumbles the ball. He's able to get back
said he was
on
down
it,
on
though.
it. The referee said the ground caused the fumble.
Yeah, he got flipped end over end there. He does get a gain to the 31, a 3-yard gain, and it sets up 2nd and 7. Cashin in motion from left to right. Going to fake the give. Here comes the blitz. Maiden running away from it. Still on his feet. He's going to throw now, and it's incomplete. Good pressure there brought by the Tigres. Diego Blade, one of their linebackers. And Maiden just doing a good job of getting away from him and then just getting rid of the ball where nobody could catch it.
Yeah, getting it across the line of scrimmage, outside the tackle box. That's a maturation process we're talking about. Making sure that, hey, I'm not going to take this huge negative, because he had rolled back to the midfield before he turned and got those shoulders square to throw it down towards the 35-yard line.
3rd and 7 for the Cougars at the Tigres 31. Going to hand it off to Stapp. He's going to dance around. Now he finds a hole, and he's got the first down as he gets across the 25 to the 23-yard line. Good patient running there by Wilson Stapp.
Yeah, because the offensive line did a great job of opening up the right-hand side, and he waited for them to clear and able to pick up 8 yards to the 23.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Going to fake the give to Staff. Going to throw to Vela again. Vela's going to make the catch. He fumbles the ball. It's still on the ground. And I think that UANL is going to come up with this. No, I think Vela was able to reach out and grab it. He just kind of stretched and pulled it back in. As he gets it, it's a gain to the 19-yard line. So give him 4 on the gain. But the Cougars putting the ball on the turf a couple of times here in the early going.
Yeah, that was just from a hard hit, as opposed to when Stapp kind of got upended and fell to the ground and had the ball pop out.
2nd down. Maiden looking to throw, going to the corner of the end zone. He was looking for Verdugo. Verdugo cut the route off.
We got a pass, a
penalty on the far side of the field. So maybe that play was whistled dead. Might be a false start here against the Cougars. No, it's offsides. So that'll be a free 5 for the Cougars.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat down 3.
So that'll take it to a 2nd and 1 here for the Cougars.
2. Down 2.
7:57 to go here in quarter number 1. No score. Cougars with their first drive, and they are at the 14-yard line of UANL. Maiden looking to throw. Good protection. He's going to throw to the corner of the end zone, and he's going to find Peyton Cashin. Touchdown, Cougars.
Kind of slant and go right there, and he was wide open. The defensive back had undercut it, and that was a perfectly passed ball right into his breadbasket to get that touchdown.
On to add the extra point is going to be Trey Stasny out of the hold of Chris Corcoran. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is good. 7:52 to go here in quarter number 1. College Station on top, 7-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
970.
Thank you. Cougars get on top first. They lead at 7-0.
Yeah, beautiful pass there from Arrington Maiden, finding a wide open Peyton Cashin. That is Maiden's 8th touchdown of the year, and Cashin has picked up his team high 3rd. And a second yellow shirt down there. Confusion reigned supreme up here in the press box.
Well, and I know
2 sets of yellow shirts.
I noticed that whoever's calling the plays, they're putting a thing behind him, sticks with a tarp behind him, I guess maybe to show up better. I don't know what it is.
But like I talked about, with everybody here,
that's true.
From the opponent teams,
you're blocking out the opposing coaches.
Exactly, because they all got to come to this game. And another thing is, they've had to move some of the students down to the general admission area with the parents at the far end because they have packed out this section over here. As many students here tonight as at any Cougar game.
I think that's Coach Hancock down there in the other yellow shirt. Eddie Hancock down there. So,
deception.
So games being played, and they're going to try a little bit of an onside kick. It's still on the ground. It goes out of bounds. The Cougars had a chance. Braylon Worthen had a chance to get it there, and he could not get there in time, and it goes out of bounds at the 35 of UANL.
Showing something to all these coaches that are here.
And that's, Stoney and I talk about that. Even if you aren't successful with it, for the next 3 weeks, coaches got to think, oh, my goodness, they may do this here. They may prepare,
And now they exchange all tape.
Right, exactly.
But, used to you would always say that you have to put something on there to show them so they would, have to practice for it. So it'll be first down from the 40-yard line. Penalty on the Cougars moves it up 5 yards.
Cougars on top 7-0. Cougar football brought to you by Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-TINT. Second possession, actually technically third possession for UANL after they recovered the muff punt. And they're going to start with the run there, and that is going to be Luis Antonio Alvarado, and he'll get 1 yard to the 41.
Cinco de Gear in on that tackle right there.
One of the 9 seniors who start on defense for the College Station Cougars. 2nd and 9 for the Tigres. Going to fake the handoff, going to try and throw a pass, but Jaden Bellows was coming in, forced the quarterback to alter that pass, and it falls well short of the intended target.
Yeah, that outside blitz right there really didn't give the quarterback any chance to get the ball, into the hands of their wide receiver out there, Alan Silva.
3rd down now. Quarterback rolls to his right. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw this one downfield, and it's going to be knocked away. Good coverage there. Running one-on-one with the receiver was Fisher Maynard, and Maynard able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
Yeah, they had gone short, and then try to go over the top. And Emilio Prieto nearly came down with that football, except for the tap away right at the end of the play.
So that'll bring on the punt team once again. Braylon Wortham back to receive it. He'll stand about his own 27-yard line. Cougar football this season brought to you by Blinn College, proud to support local students. Espinosa's punt is going to be blocked, and it's going to be heading towards the UANL end zone. A couple of Cougars dive for it, and then it's going to be recovered in the end zone for a touchdown, and that is going to be Caden Toon with the recovery.
Yeah, that second bounce was so high, it was like the Cougars, are you going to be able to catch it in the air or have it knock out of the back of the end zone? But Toon did a great job. He was really the 3rd guy down there, and he was the one that got the hit. Yeah, and blocked it with his helmet. John picked that up. So that's using your head right there.
So Caden Toon with the block and the score?
Yes.
Correct, John? Nice. And on to add the extra point, Trey Stasny, the kick is up, it's good. You're going to have illegal substitution or offsides on UANL as they ran a player on late. And the Cougars will decline that. And that field goal or extra point will be good. And with 7:05, your new score, College Station now on top, 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
After good, we have a new score here at Cougar Field with 7:05 left in the first quarter. It's College Station 14, Seacoast 0. Hey Cougars, check out our newest Cougar swag at the M&M Apparel Trader, a portion of all sales support Cougar athletics. Thank you M&M Apparel for being a proud partner of Cougar Crossing. Also, Cougar Troopers are back. Be sure to sign your K to 6th grade student. The registration table is located by the home ticket gate. Sign up before halftime and your Cougar can run.
Cougar special teams with its 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. Once again, the punt defense as Caden Toon blocks that one and then recovers it in the end zone. Last week it was Malik Cotton falling on a loose ball after the snap went over the punter's head. And the Cougars now lead at 14-0 here against UANL with 7:05 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that defense that had stood up and that just kind of points to the play that you made on 3rd down where you were able to knock away that deep pass reception. You turn that into points with the block off the helmet.
Cougar football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. By ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. Stasny puts his foot into it. This one is going to be fielded right at the goal line. Actually, it's going to go through the receiver's hands. It's loose in the end zone. He realizes, I better go back and fall on that.
No, it's going to be a penalty because it is a dead ball. But the official should have blown the whistle and killed it. As soon as the ball was touched in the end zone, the whistle should have blown and marked it as a dead play. The Cougars were playing to the whistle that never came. So I think they'll get that at the 40-yard line again, 15 yards from the 25.
Let's see, we're waiting on our official to give us a signal here.
During the play.
No.
Foul. Late hit.
Oh, they're calling a personal foul, late hit on the Cougars. As that ball was in the end zone, the receiver went to fall on it, and then the Cougars all went after him and landed on him, and they caught. But it should, as you said, it should have been blown unless he touched it at the one.
It doesn't matter.
If he touched it at the one,
the impetus when it gets to the end zone, as soon as the ball touches the end zone, in Texas high school football, the whistle is supposed to blow and the ball is dead. The Cougars played until the whistle. That's not a personal foul. I'm going to hold against them.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigres at their own 40-yard line. Looks like they may have switched quarterbacks here.
8.
It is going to be a different quarterback. This is going to be Ricardo Fernandez, and he wants to throw and is not able to get a good throw off, and it's incomplete.
I think he grounded that. It was legal, but he threw that one into the ground.
So they make a change at quarterback here on this possession. Ricardo Gabino Fernandez, your new quarterback. 2nd and 10 now at the 40-yard line. Going to send 2 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Takes the snap, looking to throw, looking right side, going to try and go deep. He's got a receiver. That's going to be incomplete, in and out of the receiver's hands. He had the ball, and that was a nice attempt, but he could not haul it in. He had beaten the defender, and if he hauls that in, that's about a 30-yard gain.
Yeah, that's just a straight drop right there. Fisher Maynard was in pretty good position, but that was the best pass we've seen from Los Tigres tonight.
Also coming over there to help on the defense was Demarion Gilbreth. 3rd and 10. Empty backfield now for UANL. Trips to the right side of the formation. Fernandez takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Bellows gets to him. He gets away from him. And that pass is nearly picked off. No flags thrown as Bellows, as he was running by his defender, the defender just grabbed the back of his jersey and pulled him, but no flag thrown. It is incomplete, and the Tigres will be forced to punt once again.
Maynard did a great job of batting that ball away. It was going to be short of the 1st down, but he made sure that the ball hit the turf.
So once again, the Tigres will bring out the punt unit. It's Diego Espinosa. His last one was blocked and recovered for a touchdown. Braylon Wortham back to receive it, stands at his own 27-yard line. High snap, but he pulls it down, gets the kickoff. It's a decent kick. Everybody getting away from it. It does take a Cougar bounce, and it'll be killed at the College Station 35-yard line.
Punter did a good job of keeping that leg out there trying to draw a flag, but Diego Espinosa did not get that call.
14-0 is your score. Cougars on top. 6:34 to go here in quarter number 1. Cougar football this season brought to you by Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. Arrington Maiden shotgun formation. Xavier Vela was to his left. Now Vela will switch out and go to tight end position, and Staff will come back into the backfield. They're going to pitch it to Wilson Staff. He's going to follow Vela. He's got a big hole. He's at midfield and knocked down in Tigres territory at about the 48-yard line.
Old-fashioned
US. There's a flag down here at the Tigres 44. Maybe a personal foul of some sort here. Interesting formation there for the Cougars as they line Vela up next to the quarterback, and Staff was out wide. Then they all switch, and Cashin comes from left to right.
Yeah, he was standing in wide receiver's position.
Vela goes to the tight end.
On the other side of the hash mark.
And then Staff goes back into the backfield. Some discussion here between the referees as we wait on this penalty.
There'll be no foul for targeting.
Well, they were saying it was going to be a targeting, and they ruled it off. Must be SEC replay officials.
17-yard gain there, and it was a well-blocked sweep play right there, and he cut back to the middle.
1st and 10 at the UANL 48-yard line. Going to throw the bubble screen. This is going to be complete to Peyton Cash and gets a block from Pivoto. They're going to throw the flag on Pivoto. He didn't let go quickly enough there. As 2 flags come in, and that'll wipe out this gain, which would have been a 1st down. It's one of those things where the receiver's making that block and just holds just a little bit too long as the receiver runs by him.
We have a hold on Black. 10-yard penalty. Repeat down 1.
5-yard gain there.
Penalty takes it back to the College Station 47. 1st and 15. Going to hand it off to Staff. It's a reverse to Wortham, and the Cougars get lucky on this. Wortham is not going to have any gain, but Staff got blown up just as he went to pitch it, and that ball just went up in the air, and Wortham was able to pull it out of the air and run with it. It was going to be the reverse to Wortham. Staff got absolutely leveled on that play.
Yeah, he did, and you're right as far as being able to keep it to no gain was a pretty good pretty fortunate bounce for the Cougars.
2nd and 15, delayed handoff to Staff. He's going to dance around. He'll be hit at midfield. Picks up 3, and that'll set up 3rd and long. Actually, they'll give him the 49 of UANL, so a gain of 4 sets up 3rd and 11.
4 yards to the El Tigre, 49. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Shotgun formation again for Maiden. Staff to his right, trips out to the left of the formation. He's going to throw to the right side. He's got Verdugo, makes the catch, a little bit short of the 1st down, as they'll mark him at the 40. He needed the 38, and that'll bring on the punt team. Cade Corcoran will come in to punt this one away. Corcoran is the backup quarterback, though, so you never know what's going to happen here.
I think the Cougars are going to have some trickeration on this to show it again to these coaches that are here tonight to watch them.
Corcoran takes the snap. He's going to punt this one away. He's going to angle kick it. It's going to hit at the 10, roll towards the end zone, and the Cougars, do they get down there before it goes into the end zone? Let's see. No, they're going to rule it a touchback. Good effort there, I believe, is Jaden Bellows who dove and tried to knock that ball backwards, but they say he did not get it in time. So that'll give the Tigres the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20. They trail it 14-0, 4:29 to go here in quarter 1.
And Texas following the college rules in UIL, it crossed the plane. It never touched in the end zone, but it crossed the plane, and even though it was batted back, that is one of those things where that is ruled a touchback.
1st and 10 for UANL. Fernandez is your quarterback. He's going to turn, hand it off. And a little bit of room off the right side, but not much. A gain of 2 for the running back there.
Yeah, and this is we've seen them change to this diamond formation before and just become a complete running team. And now they'll sub out that big package and put in some of their wide receivers again.
That was Luis Alvarado on the run. Picked up 2 to the 22. Fernandez, shotgun formation. Alvarado back there with him. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Takes the snap. They're going to try the bubble screen. They're going to complete it. The receiver's going to reach for the 1st down. Don't know if he got it. They'll mark him a half yard short. It'll be 3rd and short, but the best gain of the night for UANL.
Yeah, it was, and they're looking for their first real 1st down.
And And they're going to go quarterback sneak, and he's going to push right through Fernandez with the first down as he gets all the way to the College Station 33-yard line for their first down of the night.
Not exactly the Philadelphia Eagles formation, but the exact same kind of play. Go quick and try to get a push up the middle like an anvil.
1st and 10. We approach 3 minutes to go here in quarter one. Fernandez takes the snap, fakes the give, looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw. He has a receiver right at the first down marker. The catch is made by Marcelo Salinas, and that will be enough for a first down. So the Tigres moving the ball here, picking up 2 first downs in a row, and they are out to their own 43-yard line. Shotgun formation again. Going to fake the give. Fernandez going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped by Cinco de Gear right at the line of scrimmage. Cougar football brought to you this season by Pride Cleaners. Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. Home opener for College Station senior night. Final non-district contest of the 2023 season. They lead it 14-0. And the Tigres looking to move the ball. They're going to throw the bubble screen. This is going to be complete, and they're going to move into College Station territory. And with another first down, that's going to be Marcelo Salinas, as they've found a little something that works here, and they are at the College Station 46-yard line.
Yeah, they blitz on the other side, so you're throwing away from the blitzing linebacker, and it's just a perfect play call for that situation.
1st and 10 for the Tigres. 2:20 and counting. Actually, clock stopped. He went out of bounds. 2:20. Fernandez takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be a nice little gain by the running back there. That is going to be Sebastian Rosales, and Rosales picks up 4 to the College Station 42-yard line.
See the lights starting to take effect here.
Second down and 6. Tight formation for the Tigres. Fernandez going to turn, hand it off to Rosales. Or excuse me, that was Espinosa this time, and Espinosa is going to be hit and dropped for no gain.
Pretty big play coming up right here, the way Los Tigres has moved the football on this 3rd and 6.
We go under a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter.
Timeout.
We have a timeout on the field. Orange, gold. That is their first.
Timeout being taken by UANL. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Cougar Club would like to thank our partner level members for supporting our Cougars. Partner level members include Cash and Deno, DJM Incorporated, Dr. Jeremy Stewart, and Stuart Elms Orthodontics, Hancock Homes, Impact Group Marketing, Jeff and Kelly Stafford, Listen Here Audiology, Senior Dr. Rob Rhodes, Mike and Alicia Martindale, and number 12, Navasoto Industrial Supply, Bodowski Law, Pure Bar Fitness Studio, Scott and Kim Story, Texas Hand Therapy, the Coastal Gate Cafe owner, Scott and Mary Wong, the Diggle Insurance Agency, Farmers Insurance Group, White Neighborhood Industry, Dr. Stephen Wright, and Dr. Andrew.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium, where we've got 1:24 to go in the first quarter. Your College Station Cougars on top of the Tigres, 14-0. Tim Schneller, Scott Clendenin, John Clendenin, glad to have you along as we bring you Cougar football here on Maverick. We have every game for you all season long right here on Maverick. As we come back to action, the Tigres facing a 3rd and 6 at the College Station 42-yard line. They're looking to throw. Fernandez is going to throw deep. It's a wobbly pass. It's going to be incomplete, but there's flags everywhere. He caught that? So he basically had his arms, because Demarion Gilbreth was running with him. It looked like he had his arms around Demarion Gilbreth, and Gilbreth couldn't knock it away. He made the catch. There's flags everywhere, and that's going to be pass interference on Gilbreth, but a great job by the receiver to haul that pass in. And that's going to move him all the way to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, catching it around a defender who's interfered with, who did interfere with it.
Yes, he did.
Because he made a play on the player and not on the football. But to catch it and get it to the 4-yard line was an amazing catch.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass.
Oh.
During the play, we have pass interference on Black. It'll be a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Okay, so they ruled it incomplete, but it is pass interference. It's a 15-yard penalty, and that will be a first down.
Well, they didn't tell the official right there who marked it at the 4-yard line as a completion.
And both teams ran down to the 4-yard line.
Yes. But a great job by the sticks over there. They never moved.
Yep. So the 15-yard penalty will move it to the College Station 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for UANL. 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars on top, 14-0. Shotgun formation for Fernandez. Tight formation on the left side, one receiver out wide on the right. They're going to fake the handoff. Fernandez is going to take himself. He's going to follow his blockers, and he's going to pick up about 9 there on the gain.
Anthony Madrano. Also on the tackle number 2, Damarian Gilbreth.
Tigres getting a good push up front here. They moved this ball all the way down to the College Station 20-yard line. 2nd and 2. Fernandez is going to fake the give, roll to his right. He's going to throw, and it's going to be intercepted by Tony Hamilton. He just took that away from the receiver. He comes in, makes a huge hit on the receiver, and just kind of pulls the ball away from him at the same time.
Great hands right there, exactly right. He turned and ripped, exactly what you're taught to practice. And, Hamilton comes up with it, a play from his safety spot at the most opportune time. And to take an opportunity for points off the scoreboard. Now 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And the Cougars take over at their own 16-yard line following the turnover. Shotgun formation for Maiden. Going to hand it off to Wilson Staff. He'll go off the left side. He'll get up near the 20. And it'll be 2nd down. Tony Hamilton, welcome back, Tony. After missing week 1, he was back last week. Tonight makes his presence felt here with the interception. Shotgun formation, Maiden's going to throw. He hits Staff out of the backfield. Staff will dance around, get around a couple of tackles, pick up about 3, and that'll set up 3rd down and 4.
Tackle may be number 4, Leonardo Martinez. 22 to 22 to be 3rd and 4.
And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Your score after 1 quarter of play, College Station on top, 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Available for free in the digital fan guide available at www.booster.guide/Cougars2023. You can also scan the QR code posted around the stadium to access your digital fan guide.
We move to quarter number 2 here at Cougar Stadium. It's brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing. Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber. ed-phillips-plumbing.com. Tim Schneller, Scott Clendenin, John Clendenin, glad to have you along. Cougars on top 14-0 as we start quarter number 2. And in this quarter, we'll take a look at our scoreboard. Our Brazos Valley scoreboard is brought to you by Brazos County Bank. Brazos County Bank, deep roots, strong branches. As we come back to action, the Cougars facing a third down. They're going to throw the little bubble screen. This is going to be complete to Peyton Cashin. He's breaking tackles left and right,
penalty.
And he's all the way across the 40. But as Scott said, there is a penalty flag down, and this one may be coming back. He does end up getting it to the 43 of College Station, which is plenty of yardage for the first down, but that flag is back around the 28-yard line. And this one is coming back.
During the play, we have an illegal block in the back. On black, 10-yard penalty, spot of the foul, defeat down 3.
So mark from the 28-yard line back to the 18. So goes as a 6-yard gain there.
And it'll be 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation for Maiden, staff to his right. 2 receivers to the right, Verdugo and Cashin. 2 to the left, Vela and Pivoto. Maiden takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw to Pivoto, who came from left to right, and he's going to take this one all the way up near the 40. A nice play, just a crossing pattern, and then Pivoto did the rest, as they're going to mark him at the 39, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, and a good job of Pivoto knowing not to give himself covered as an ineligible receiver there. They were talking to each other right on the edge, knowing who was going to get the football. Pivoto made sure he was eligible and then did a great job on that crossing pattern.
Going to throw to Xavier Vela, who is coming from right to left, and Vela is going to take this one up to the 50-yard line. He'll get into Tigres territory at the 49, and that's another first down. Seen a lot of different stuff out of the Cougars so far here in this game.
Yeah, Vela coming out of that wingback position. We have not seen that play call before, and he's done a great job of being on the edge in space, and he can still run as well as he did before.
Pitch it to Staff. Staff's going to dance outside, now dance inside. He's going to plow forward to the 40 and be about a yard short of the first down. For Vela, that's about his 4th or 5th completion or reception tonight. 3, and that's pretty much more than we've seen from him in a game. He did have the touchdown last week for 52 yards, but getting some lot of work here for Xavier Vela.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 there. And also, we do have the return of John Williams at right tackle. He kind of bounced into Stapp and kind of impeded his progress there in the secondary.
Fake the pitch this time. Maiden looking to throw. He's going to have to roll out of the pocket, rolling to his left. He's going to throw as he's hit. It's incomplete. There is a flag down. I believe we're going to get a hold against the Cougars. Flag thrown at the 42-yard line.
I think they'll accept that and go 2nd and 11 after this.
Cougar football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard. Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-TINT. And by Blinn College. Blinn College, proud to support local students. And Prosperity Bank. Prosperity Bank, real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC.
Down 2.
So that moves the ball back to the midfield stripe. It'll be 2nd and 11. 10-13 to go here in the first half. Cougars on top, 14-0. Empty backfield now for Arrington Maiden. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's Verdugo and Staff on this side. Vela, Cashin, and Pivoto on the right side. Maiden looking to throw. He's going to pull it down. He's going to take off, and he's going to get a block and cut inside. And he'll be dropped. Lots of flags in the secondary. And a flag in the backfield as well. Maiden picked up about 8 on that run. But we'll have to sort all this laundry out. The 2 yellow shirts on the sideline aren't the only yellow we've been seeing tonight. We've seen a lot of flags here so far in the early going.
Yes. Going to mark it from the 42 or the 43.
During the play, we have an illegal block in the On the black. 10-yard penalty from spot of foul. Repeat down 2.
So moving back to the 47-yard line.
Okay, so 2 of the flags came from the back judges. 1 of the flags came from the referee. I guess they all saw the same block in the back. I was expecting to see multiple penalties there with the way those flags came out. So mark it back to the College Station 47. They need the UANL 39.
Still second down here with 14.
Shotgun formation for Maiden, has Staff to his left. He's going to fake the give, roll to his left, looking to throw. He's going to throw downfield. He has a receiver. It's Pivoto, but it's short, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That looked like it may have been tipped.
I think he just didn't have quite the umph on it that he wanted. I think he did a great job of looking off the receiver, looking at Cashin before he went back to Pivoto. He just, his shoulders weren't turned just quite enough to complete that ball. It came up about a yard short as he dived back towards his quarterback.
So that brings up 3rd down and long here for the Cougars. Clock stops on the incompletion with 9:49 to go. Maiden looking to pass. He's going to throw down the middle. It was intended for Cashin, and he overthrows him. That'll bring up 4th down.
Maiden's passing camp number 15.
That'll bring on Cade Corcoran to punt this away.
So the penalties really short circuit what the Cougars want to do on that one.
Corcoran back to punt this away.
Being punt number 12, Cade Corcoran.
Corcoran, little end over end kick. It hits, takes a Cougar bounce, and it'll go out of bounds at the UANL 19-yard line. No, they mark it at the 15. Excuse me, it was the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 for El Tigres at their own 15.
Good punt and roll right there. But the Cougars want to stand up defensively better than their last possession, when they had a couple penalties there that gave some opportunity. So the Cougars were looking to clean up what's going on offensively and defensively with penalties.
Change again at quarterback for UANL. Looks like this time it's going to be Jose Ramon back there. If I'm reading, actually can't tell the number. Take the snap, he's going to hand it off. And that is going to be Diego Espinosa on the run. The new quarterback is Angel Ricardo Ramirez. And it's a gain of 2 there for Espinosa. Ramirez in the shotgun formation. Espinosa to his left. He sends 1 receiver to the left, or to the left, and 2 to the right, 3 to the right. Excuse me. And the running back now on the right side of the quarterback. He's going to roll that way, looking to throw. He's going to sidearm it, and that is going to be picked off by Fisher Maynard. Fisher Maynard with the interception at the 24-yard line of UANL. So back-to-back possessions where the Cougars get a interception. This one deep in UANL territory.
Maynard did a great job breaking on the ball, and the quarterback's arm just had a pass that wobbled, and he was able to undercut that receiver, pick it off, and go down at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 there for the Cougars. Going to hand it off to Wilson Staff. He's going to look for room off the right side. He's going to find a little bit, but here comes another flag. It's going to be another penalty against the Cougars.
Another flag on the play.
Definitely something that Coach Pryor and the staff will address at halftime. They've got to get these flags cleaned up.
During the play, we have a hold on the block. 10-yard penalty. Repeat down 1.
So that'll move it back 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Cougars.
Yeah, you got to take a small bite into this 1st and 20 now.
Aiden's going to hand it off to Staff. He'll go right up the middle, and he'll gain about 6 before he stood up. Actually, they'll give him a gain of 8, and it'll set up 2nd and 12.
Clear 5 to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Cougars.
Shotgun formation again for Maiden. Going to hand it off to Staff again. No, he's going to fake the give. He's going to keep it himself. He'll go off the left side, and he's out of bounds. Inside the 20, they'll mark him at the 17. And that'll set up 3rd and about 2.
Boy, he pulled it and ran quick, so that was a good read on that scramble.
Cougar football brought to you this season by ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. And by Pride Cleaners. Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. 3rd and about 2 here for the Cougars. Going to pitch it to Staff. He'll start out, cut in, and he'll have the 1st down as he's across the 15.
Had to break a tackle in the backfield there. That defensive end came free. But Stapp did a good job of keeping his balance, breaking that tackle, and then cut it back towards the middle to get that 1st down.
Want to remind you to stick around. We'll have the halftime show. Our halftime show brought to you by MetroNet. MetroNet, love your internet. Also want to remind you at the end of the game, we'll have our player of the game. Stick around for that as well. 1st down, they're going to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be hauled in. No, it's incomplete, and a late flag comes in. We may get pass interference here. It was intended for Peyton Cashin. And the flag came a little bit late, but it is in the back of the end zone where the reception was attempted. We have seen a lot of flags tonight here in this one.
Luis Rios is the defensive back that was back there.
Talking this one over.
Yeah, they're going to decide where they put it. At the 1-yard line. Unless it was holding, then it'll be half the distance.
During the play, after the play, we have unsportsmanlike conduct on the goal. That'll be half the distance. Automatic 1st down.
Okay, so it wasn't pass interference. It was unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the play. Half the distance, as you heard the referee. That moves it to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Cougars at the LT base.
Shotgun formation for Maiden. He's got Vela in the backfield with him. Now everybody switches. The offensive linemen all go to the left. It's a swinging gate.
Timeout.
And UANL takes a timeout. So the Cougars pulling it all out tonight here. We'll take a timeout with them. 7:35 to go, quarter number 2. College Station on top, 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. $14-0 is our score here. Let's take a look at our Brazos Valley scoreboard, brought to you by Brazos County Bank. Deep roots, strong branches.
Bryan Vikings lost last night to Randall from Richmond, 41-24. Brian Rudder leads Colleen Chaparral 14-0 there in the 1st quarter. It is Jasper trailing Franklin 3-0 there in the 2nd quarter. Flower Bluff leads my Alice Coyotes, and Coach Simak's Alice Coyotes 14-7. And then Longview and Lufkin, East Texas battle 7-0 Longview right now.
Here it's 14-0 Cougars. First and goal. Tony Hamilton in the backfield gets his first carry of the season, bouncing off tacklers and into the end zone, touchdown, but there are flags all over the place. For the first time this season, we see Tony Hamilton in the backfield.
See, John spotting it, thinking it might be a face mask. Let's see what the call is on here.
It's looking to me like the referee's pointing, take it back. I think this one may be against the Cougars.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
Oh, no, this will be.
During the play, they have a personal foul. Grasping, pulling the face mask. By goal.
So John was right. It was a face mask.
A penalty.
So Tony Hamilton into the end zone for the Cougar touchdown.
And to attempt the point after number 31, Trey Stasny.
But great to see Hamilton, and that's one of the things missed against Lovejoy was his physicalness in those short yardage situations.
Trey Stasny on to add the extra point out of the hold of Corcoran. Corcoran bobbles the snap, picks it up. He's going to run, he's going to throw. Looking for Verdugo with the one-handed catch in the corner of the end zone, and it's good! Jackson Verdugo falling down with the one-handed catch for the two-point conversion.
Well, Odell Beckham Jr. made that famous against the Dallas Cowboys. Right there, the same kind of reach back over his shoulders to bring that in for 2 points. They're discussing it right now.
You know, I was worried that Corcoran picked the ball up with his knee on the ground. And so I don't know if they're discussing that. Let's wait and see here. But there is discussion going on amongst the officials. But
amazing catch.
That was. Hey, we saw last year, remember the one-handed catch he made in the end zone for the touchdown against A&M Consolidated?
Yes.
I mean, we've seen that from Jackson Verdugo before.
But on a fire play like that,
yeah,
for Corcoran to be your holder certainly gives you an advantage there.
Let's see here what the referees have decided.
I don't think they're going to keep that one on the scoreboard.
No, especially with the referee running over here to talk to Stoney Pryor. I think they're going to say this is no good. Long discussion here with the referee and Coach Pryor. We're not getting a call from the referee yet, but the Cougars are lining up for the kickoff. Here we go.
We have a correction on the previous foul enforcement. The result of the play was a touchdown in the end zone. Hey, what do we have?
So they're going back and correcting the enforcement on the face mask.
Face mask.
That's going to be declined because it was a live play.
Should have been forced on the kick, but because there's a touchdown, it is declined. The extra point is good. It's keeping from the normal spot.
Okay, so they won't enforce the face mask. It is declined because of the touchdown. And the two-point conversion is good.
So the Cougars, amazing catch ends up with, yes, and it counts for Corcoran to Verdugo.
22-0 is our score. In to kick this one off is going to be Gustavo Lopez for the first time tonight. Lopez, we saw him put it in the end zone last week a couple of times against Temple. And he approaches the football, puts his foot into it. This one's going to come down at about the 2. It'll be fielded there. 10, 15, cuts outside, 20, 25, and Gustavo makes the attempt to knock him out of bounds, and a late flag's going to come. They're going to call Gustavo for a late hit.
I don't think he even touched him.
He lost his helmet in the process as well. but a flag comes flying in. Let's get the call here from the referee.
After the play is over, first of all, unsportsmanlike conduct. Late hit will be 15 yards.
They do call the late hit on Gustavo Lopez.
Okay.
That'll be 15 yards tacked on.
No, they don't. They haven't
15 yards from the end of the run.
Yeah, 15 from the end of the run.
It's not on Gustavo. It's on.
It's
Los
on
Tigres.
UANL. Okay, excuse me, my mistake. Apologies, Gustavo, man. We're glad it's not on you. This was against the Tigres again.
I think he got hit in the back.
It'll be first down.
And that pushes them back to their own 15-yard line
16,
with 7:20 to go. 22-0 is the score, College Station, in a penalty-filled first half. Shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, and he's not going to be able to get it off as he's going to be sacked. And that is going to be Cinco de Gear who gets the sack back there of the quarterback, Angel Ramirez. Drops him back to the 12. This game has not had a lot of flow to it. And I think a lot of that's been due to the yellow flags that have been flying around all night. Second down. Going to try and throw the bubble screen. It's going to be complete, but it's not going to be completed for much as Demarion Gilbert comes up and makes the tackle on the receiver, Marcelo Salinas. Sets up 3rd and 8 here at the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Angel Ramirez. Takes the snap, drops back, gets the pass off. It's going to be complete to Salinas. He's going to be hit immediately by Gilbreth, but he has enough for the first down. That's completed to the 28-yard line.
10-yard gain right there. Getting them that first down. As underneath coverage, there wasn't anybody in the line of sight of the quarterback.
1st and 10 for the Tigres at their own 28-yard line. Fake the give. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's not going to get much as he's going to be hit by Madden Hurd. First contact there. Also in on the play, Anthony Madrano. And it's no gain on the play for the quarterback, Ramirez.
No gain on the play brings up a 2nd and 10.
This time Ramirez is going to send trips out to the right side of the formation, one receiver to the left. Takes the snap, going to throw to the running back on the little screen. He ducks out of one tackle, gets away from another, and finally brought down.
Yeah, Rosales did a good job of sliding under that tackle. Not a real big guy anyway.
Turn that into a positive gain there. That sets up 3rd down. Ball is at the Tigres 34. They need their own 38. .440 and counting here in the first half. Cougars on top 22-0.
See if the Cougars bring a blitz here.
Going to try and throw the bubble screen. It's tipped up in the air by Jaden Bellows.
It's the turf.
Ball tip by number 11, Jaden Bellows.
Emilio Prieto tried to bring it in, but he couldn't, and it's going to bring up 4th down here for the Tigres. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, trailing 22-0.
Go empty here. Or they're trying to get the Cougars to jump off sides on a 4th and 4.
Play clock is at 12. Ramirez takes the snap. He's going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete, knocked away by Tony Hamilton.
Number 4, Tony Hamilton.
And that'll turn the ball over on downs to the Cougars. They'll take over at the Tigres 34-yard line.
Yeah, they were trying just to go to Prieto. He was locked in on him, and Hamilton did a great job. This jump move and swim over the top to break up that fourth down attempt.
Looking out there, Cody Dixon now in at one of the receiver positions for College Station. He's lined up to the left along with Xavier Vela. They're going to throw the screen to the right side. That's Peyton Cashin, gets a block from Verdugo, and he's going to take it across the 30 to the 28, gain of 6. We approach 4 minutes to go in the first half. Shotgun formation again for Arrington Maiden. Staff to his right. Going to give it to him, coming from right to left, cuts inside, and here comes another flag. I believe they're going to get the Cougars for another hold.
I think Logan Daniel that time is going to be whistled on that play.
During the play, we have a hold on the block. 10-yard penalty, previous spot, be down 2.
Well, it's not to the previous spot because they moved it back to the 38-yard line. So 12-yard penalty on that play right there.
It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Cougars.
Ball is now at the 38-yard line of UANL. Maiden fakes the throw, gives it off to Staff, and he's going nowhere. Is a great play there by Diego Blade. And he's going to lose a couple of yards.
3 on the play. Be 3rd and 17 for the Cougars.
That's a 3rd and long. 3rd and 17 now for College Station. As we approach 3 minutes to go in the first half. Maiden looking to throw. Clean pocket. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a receiver that's caught. Cody Dixon at the 20, 15. Breaks a tackle, 10, and finally dragged down at about the 8-yard line. Actually, they'll mark him at the 9. 1st and goal. Cody Dixon with his first reception of the night.
You're right, exactly right with the clean pocket there was the key because it was a long breaking pass.
1st and goal for the Cougars. Maiden gonna fake the give to Staff. Gonna dance around, get away from a defender. Hurdle another defender, and then he's hit and driven out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Dangerous play there by Arrington as he goes airborne. As he picks up 3 to set up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've really seen him put himself at risk right there. You know, to get the 2 yards, it's good to see him come up, and doesn't look like he's worse for wear on that play.
2nd and goal now from the 6. Gonna hand it off to Staff. Looking for room up the middle, doesn't find much. Gets across the 5 to the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal. 2:20 and counting here in the first half.
2 to 4 to be 3rd and goal for the Cougars.
Verdugo, the lone receiver to the right. Vela now in motion from right to left. They're going to roll that way, going to throw towards the end zone, and this is going to be picked off. Great job of reading that play. We've called his name a few times tonight. It's Diego Blade with the interception.
Yeah, was trying to go to Vela, and Blade cut that route short and jumped it. And that's a danger when you're rolling against your body and trying to make that throw. And they'll get the ball at the 3-yard line.
Give Diego Blade a ton of credit. He read that one perfectly. He's been around the ball all night long, had some drops in the backfield for losses. Now he picks that one off. And the Tigres thwart the scoring threat by the Cougars with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Cougars on top, 22-0.
But 3 timeouts. Cougars going to try to get the football back before halftime.
Looks like they may have made a change again at quarterback.
17 in.
Yeah, this is number 17. Whistles before the play can get off. As Jose Ramon Cobas, who's in at quarterback now. 4th quarterback we have seen for the Tigres.
Delay.
Before the snap, we have a delay game. On goal, half the distance, down 1.
So they should reset the clock to 2 minutes because the clock never should have moved.
Yeah, and Coach Pryor all over that.
Yeah. If it's a delay game and it's before the snap, that clock never should have moved.
Officially a 1-yard penalty. On a penalty field night, I didn't think we'd have very many 1-yard penalties.
They didn't reset the clock to 2 minutes. We'll see if they hold it. Cobas going to fake the give. He's going to throw to the running back coming out of the backfield. And they'll get it out to the 5-yard line.
Number 10, Anthony Madrano.
Stoney going to take a timeout here.
Did.
He is. We're going to take it with him. 1:47 to go in the first half. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
We have a timeout on the field. Black, that is their first charge timeout of the half.
(22-0). Your College Station Cougars on top with 1:47 to go here in the first half. Want to remind you, stick around at halftime. We'll have the halftime show brought to you by MetroNet. MetroNet, love your internet. And in that halftime show, we'll have a news update from Bill Oliver, a Texas A&M SEC preview from Sean Burnett, and the Texas High School Football Spotlight from the Texas State Network. Home opener for College Station. They lead at 22-0. And as we come back, the Tigres with the ball, 2nd.
7 maybe?
And about 7 from their own, well, I'm going to say 2nd and 8 from their own 5. Unless that's, yeah.
That's at the 6.
Yeah,
they were not standing in the right spot.
Gotcha. Okay, so 2nd and 7 from 6. Cougars still have 2 timeouts remaining, so expect them to use them if they can stop the Tigres here. Cobas, the quarterback, is going to hand it off. Running back's going to break a tackle in the backfield. He's going to be out. He's going to have the first down at the 15-yard line. So Coach Pryor will keep that timeout in his pocket, I would assume.
10-16, 1st and 10, Tigres.
Nice run there.
A 10-yard pickup there.
Mark it at the 16, 1st and 10. We go under a minute and a half.
Luis Alvarado's been a kind of a force guy there in the backfield.
Cobas takes the snap, fakes the give, looking to throw. Under some pressure, he's going to be sacked. Malik Cotton will wrap him up and drop him. Actually, he won't drop him because they blow the whistle because they're still running backwards, but it is a sack all the way back to the 6-yard line. Malik Cotton, I believe that's his 3rd sack this season. He also had a fumble recovery last week for a touchdown.
Cougars did not call timeout. 2nd and 20 from the 6.
Shotgun formation, play clock down to 5. Going to throw the bubble screen. It's going to be complete and hit immediately and drop. Tony Hamilton with the hit. And now Coach Pryor will take a timeout with 24 seconds to go. as there is no gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 20. Malik Cotton, as I mentioned, his 3rd sack. Great story on him in the Eagle this week by Travis Brown, and he talks about wanting to break the sack record. And now actually was his 3rd or 4th this season. Let me see, I've got the stats here. Let's make sure on this. Yeah, that is sack number 3 for Malik on the season, and so he's trying to break the record. And not a bad start. 12 is the record, yes. And Malik Cotton, that's one of his goals this season, is to break that sack record. And, you know, Malik, not a big guy at all. 5'6", 195, but he's a menace on that defensive line.
Well, when you start packing 195 pounds into a 5'6" guy, I mean, he is not skinny. And, you know, he plays with that leverage, and you cannot get your pads underneath him, and he's got a motor. And I think that's great to have that as your goal, because it just leads to you playing hard to the whistle every single snap.
Marquise Controlla, is that who holds the record? Yeah, Marquise Controlla has the record. What I loved about the story today, too, was Coach Frazier's talking about how when he first started coaching, he thought you can't have a guy on the defensive line that small. And now the theory has completely changed, you know, and he sees it in Malik. If the kid has heart and a motor, and there's a lot of things he can do. As we come back to action, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw out of the end zone, and that's going to be complete, but well short of the 1st down, and Coach Pryor will take his final timeout here. As they get it to the 9-yard line, a gain of 3, it'll be 4th and 17. And with 17 seconds to go, the Cougars take their final timeout of the half.
Well, and it gives you an opportunity to have Braylon Wortham, you know, get this punt. They'll snap it from the end zone. But we've also already seen one block punt.
Yeah, I would expect to see some heavy pressure here from the Cougars, because the punter will be standing in his own end zone. The snaps back have been a little bit of a kind of an arc.
Yes.
They've been slow getting back to the kicker, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some pressure here from the Cougars. 22-0 is our score. 17 seconds left in the 1st half. Final non-district game of the season for the Cougars. They'll open 11-5A play next week on the road at Leander. We'll be at Bible Stadium as the Cougars take on the Leander Lions.
Pressure's just we're gonna have gunners out. Looks like we may be setting up a return here for the Cougars.
Diego Espinosa is the punter. It's nearly blocked. He does get it off, and it's going out of bounds. No chance at a return. We'll see where they mark it. It looks like it's going to be marked at the 36 of UANL with 12 seconds to go. No timeouts for the Cougars. Actually, they'll mark it at the 37 of UANL.
The 1st and 10 for the Cougars at El Tigre, 37.
Let's see what the Cougars do here. Shotgun formation for Maiden. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. He's got some time. He throws, and it's short of the intended receiver. That was intended for Jake Pivoto. And there's 8 seconds remaining.
That's the incomplete, brings up a 2nd down.
Let's see what the Cougars elect to do here.
Well, with no timeouts, the middle of the field is off limit, so you're working to the sideline or you're working to the end zone.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to throw the bubble screen. That's Cashin. And he does not get out of bounds. Only picks up about 4, and that will be the final play of the half. Cougars on top as we go to the halftime, 22-0. As it's been kind of a sloppy half, Scott. A lot of flags that have kind of killed a lot of the Cougars' offense.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're going to try to clean up here in the second half. And 22 points. You did have a couple turnovers, but the Cougars have a lot to work on and you know, to clean up here before they get ready for the second half against Los Tigres.
22-0 is the score at the half. We're going to send it back to the station. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Station High School halftime show featuring the Cougar Band and Guard and the Strutter 12th line. The Strutter dance officers from left to right are First Lieutenant Kiki Leonard, Lieutenant Maverick Ludicky, Captain Heidi Jones, Lieutenant Annika Gomez. The Strutter social officers are President Ryan Harvey, Vice President Elena Boucher, Social Officer Carly Yonick, Social Officer Caroline Kirby. The Strutter of the Week is Senior Kate Henson. And now the Strutters are excited to entertain you with their Screamer Jazz. The Strutters would like to recognize the Teachers of the Week, Coach Marlowe and Coach Beck. The Strutters are under the direction of Christine Kleinecke and Sage Henley. Tonight we want to highlight a few of our sponsors: Davis Grassy Creek Ranch, Equipment Express, and the Henson family. Thank you for supporting our College Station Strutters. Go Cougars! And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcome to the field the College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band and Guard. The Cougar Band is a constant UIL Regional Sweepstakes Award winner and UIL Area Marching Finalist and UIL State Marching Band Contest Qualifier. The drum majors for the Cougar Band are Braden Sinkle, Jack Cup, Kelly Dean, and Josh Perot. This evening we will introduce our home crowd to our 2023 marching production, Dark Side of the Moon. Musical selections tonight will include Breathe by Pink Floyd, MXLDR by Thank You Scientist, and Space Oddity by David Bowie. Featuring soloists Marcia Garcia on trumpet, Luke Hutchins on clarinet, Raiho Miyamoto on flute, and Nick Johnson on mellophone. All arrangements by Will Wells and Manny Maldonado. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your mighty Cougar Band, 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 band.
Just go pick him up and go home, grab clothes, and then go.
Beach, and Farmer, American Assistant, and Neil Greg. Our second of the week is the group check-in. The Cougar Branding Guard would like to thank our wonderful fans and supporters, including their 2023-2024 sponsors, UPR Real Estate Group, Ursula Stephen Post, Police Consulting, Bee Creek Veterinary Hospital, Brazos Valley Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery and Dental Implant Center, Realtor Hayden Riley, HEB, Meadows Property LP, and CC Creations. Have a great Lone Star State weekend. Station High School 2023-2024 varsity cheerleader. Mascot Purple Cougar. Senior captain UCA All-American Courtney Ewing. Senior Pat Couch. Junior Zoe Garner. Senior Emma Hagerman. Senior and UCA All-American Sophie Hawkins. Junior Kathleen Kelly. Sophomore UCA All-American Gentry Kissman. Junior Jill Aaron. Senior Ava Ryan. Sophomore Molly Morrison. Junior Emily Powell. Junior co-captain and UCA All-American Abby Peel. Senior UCA All-American Tara Costa. Senior Caitlin Reeves. Junior Mila Rodriguez. Senior and UCA All-American Mackenzie Salter. Senior Brian Shera. Sophomore Holly Sigler. Senior Reese Sigler. And sophomore Taylor Stafford.
and they've punted it 3 times for a total of 56 yards, averaging about 28 yards a punt.
All right, appreciate it, John. Those are our first half stats, and as would be expected, favoring the Cougars heavily as they lead at 22-0. But as we said, a lot of penalties against the Cougars, something I'm sure the coaching staff is addressing with them at halftime tonight here, Scott.
Yeah, I'm going through them right now and taking a look at these penalties. And unfortunately, the majority of them have come against the Cougars here, but it's still an opportunity where the Cougars, have got to, do something to clean them up. And also, one of the other thing is, all of them have been holding or blocking the back. So it's been big penalties in key situations. And that's one of the reasons why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for 75 yards for the Cougars in the first half. And for Los Tigres, they are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 43-yard line.
So 12 penalties combined between the two teams. We've also had one on the 2-point conversion that was waved off, so that's 13, at least 13 flags we've seen tonight. And you also had the targeting that they decided to wave off, so that's not a penalty at all. So I guess the penalty yardage there includes the one on the Cougars on the kickoff as well, right, Scott?
Yes, it does.
15 yards unsportsmanlike. Yeah, so it's been a penalty-filled night, and it's the Cougar offense has not looked sharp because of that. They've had some plays where they looked like they were going to bust some things open, but then the penalties cost them, and it brought it back. And so 1 touchdown on special teams, the other 2 have come on the offensive side. And, you look, one drive was 70 yards for a touchdown. The other was only 24 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think that one of those drives where the Cougars punted, from the 38-yard line, they weren't really going to show too much of the game plan there in that situation. I think probably in district play you're looking at a situation where, especially with Tony Hamilton, the way he runs between the tackles, that's probably a go-for-it type situation later on. So, this will be an interesting start. The Cougars going to get the ball to start the second half because Nuevo Leon decided they wanted the football to start the ball game. So, and I'm sorry, they're warming up, and the Cougar threw one of their quarterbacks did a terrific job because he hit one of his quarterbacks he was warming up with in the helmet with a throw. Kind of caught me off guard there with Diego Martinez. The accuracy of that throw was spot on.
Cougars making their way back onto the field. We're going to take one quick break, and then we'll be ready for the second half. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. Just take a 30 here.
Make sure you log those that they were incorrect, Jennifer. All right, thank you.
We're about ready to get the second half underway. Our third quarter brought to you by Kelly Burt Dozer. Kelly Burt Dozer, your #1 excavating contractor. Kelly Burt Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community. Tim Schneller, Scott Clendenin, John Clendenin, glad to have you back along as we bring you the final non-district contest for your College Station Cougars. Want to remind you, next week we'll be on the road as the Cougars travel over to Leander to Bible Stadium to take on the Leander Lions. 7 o'clock kick. We'll have the pregame for you starting at 6:30. And then 2 weeks from tonight, back home as the Cougars take on the Eastview Patriots. That will also be a 7 o'clock kick with a 6:30 pregame.
Both Georgetown schools coming to College Station this year. So it'll be a chance to really get that home schedule started in a positive way.
And we get to go over to Leander 3 times this year.
There we go.
The Leander Lions, the Leander Glen, and then Cedar Park is part of the Leander School District as well. So we'll be making 3 trips over to Leander this season. We're ready to get this second half underway. Cougars will be back to receive the kick. Braylon Wortham along with Jake Pivoto. Now, UANL was short a player, so they had to get one more guy out there. Now they're ready to go. And the kick is a low line drive kick, and I guess the referees weren't ready to go. He kicked it before they gave the signal. So we're going to do it again. We'll try this one more time. Want to remind you, we'll have our player of the game during our post-game show. Our post-game show brought to you by Zwerneman Flooring. Zwerneman Flooring, get the best in service, selection, and style from Zwerneman Flooring. Visit zfloors.net today. All right, let's try this again. See if we can get this second half underway here. And there's the whistle from our referee, and we are ready to go. The kick, this one is a nice high kick. It's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line by Pivoto. Looking for a block, gets one from Wortham, right up the middle. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown Cougars. Jake Pivoto returns the opening kick of the second half, 97 yards for the score.
Well, that's how you want to start it off and get you focused right away with Pivoto returning that one. And really did not even have a hand laid on him on that return, with great blocking. Really opened up that hole between the 10 and the 20-yard line. And then the speed of Pivoto, which is a little bit understated, he really ran away from that coverage. No angles, no chance to catch him.
Second special teams touchdown of the night for the Cougars. On to add the extra point is Trey Stasny out of the hold of Chris Corcoran. Snap, spot, kick is up. And it is good. 11:46 to go in the third quarter. College Station now on top, 29-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Well, that was good. We have a new score here at Cougar Field with 11:46 left in the third quarter. We're talking Kickoff 0, College Station 29.
Well, the Cougars waste no time getting things started as Jake Pivoto returns the first kick, or the opening kick of the second half, 97 yards for a Cougar touchdown, and they lead it 29-0.
Great return right there, and to get the first blush on a good high kickoff, and gave them an opportunity to have coverage down there, Tim. And that's what even more impressive. It wasn't a line drive where the defense didn't get to set up in those lanes. It was a good kickoff that Pivoto just ran away and hid from him.
Gustavo Lopez on to kick it off here for the Cougars, to the Tigers. Gustavo puts his foot into it. High kick. It's going to be fielded at the 7-yard line. Bounces outside at the 15 and now run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigres here, their first possession of the second half. Cougars on top 29-0. They used a rotation. They ran 4 different quarterbacks in that first half. We'll see who gets the start here in the second half. Looks like that's going to be number 17. That'll be Jose Cobas. He was the one who ended the first half for them. Now he's got 2 running backs back there with him. They're going to hand it off. Nice job by avoiding the first tackle by the running back. Now bounces out around another couple of tackles, and then he'll be brought down. It's Sebastian Rosales. A nice hard run there. Picks up 9.
Yeah, good zone read right there. Broke it inside. It looked like Jaden Bellows had a chance to wrap him up. He got kind of triple teamed there, and he cut it up inside and had some room to run to get it out there to the 31.
Second down and short here for the Tigres. Cobas in the shotgun formation has a running back behind him. He's going to hand it to him. That is going to be the same running back He's going to go wide to the right side. Tony Hamilton brings him down. Sebastian Rosales, but he does get the first down right at the marker. College Station football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-TINT. And by Blinn College. Blinn College, proud to support local students. So the run's going to come back, as you hear there. There's a penalty flag, a hold against the Tigres.
I'm going to keep track of penalties this second half.
That takes it back to the 21-yard line. So it'll make it 2nd and 12.
I hate
11. Excuse me, 11.
I hate to even think about keeping penalties, but I think it's really the story of this ball game.
Shotgun formation for Cobus, running back on each side.
False start.
We're going to have a false start before they can get it started here. Marking back another 5.
False start. On goal. 5-yard penalty. Be down 2.
So 2 penalties quickly here against the Tigres. That makes it 2nd and 16, back at the 16-yard line. Cobus in the shotgun formation has Diego Espinosa to his left. Trips to the left of the formation, 1 receiver to the right. Cobus takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. Little pressure coming here. Now some more. Runs away from it, throws this one up for grabs. Nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Good pressure coming there from DeAndre Harwell.
Tony Hamilton's eyes got big.
Yeah.
It was a little high, and he didn't really have time to time a jump there. So they'll go 3rd down. But yeah, that was an opportunity right there for Hamilton to have a pick 6.
3rd and long here for the Tigres. Clock stops with 10 minutes to go on the incompletion here in quarter number 3. Cougars on top 29-0 after returning the opening kick of the second half for a touchdown. Lots of pressure coming on Cobus. He's going to throw this one outside. It's going to be caught, but immediately hit by Jaden Bellows. A gain of 5 to the 21, well short of the first down.
They just decided they didn't want to call holding on Anthony Medrano on his outside rush there as he got tackled down to the ground.
That'll bring on the punt team once again for the Tigres. That is Espinosa who'll be back there punting. Braylon Wortham back to receive it, stands at the Tigres 46-yard line. Punt is away. It's a good one. Drives Wortham back into his own territory. He's going to return it to the 45 of the Tigres, but guess what?
Penalty, Cougars.
Another flag on the field back at the College Station 43-yard line. This will be another one against the Cougars. Someone tell this crew they're getting paid per flag.
I think there are plenty of Cougar fans that would. Okay.
So let's see. That was what did we have at the halftime? 12.
Yes.
So that's 13, 14, 15.
Yes.
Okay.
And
3 in less than 3 minutes.
Yes. And that's why it's shocking there wasn't a penalty on the kickoff return for a touchdown.
So it moves the Cougars back to their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Arrington Maiden in it, quarterback. It's going to turn and hand it to Wilson Staff. He'll go right up the middle and pick up about 3 to the 36. 29-0 is our score currently. College Station on top, 8:50 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars quickly back to work, going to pitch it to Wilson Staff. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. He'll lose yardage. Good pressure there from the Tigres. First hit made by number 91. That is Emilio Davila. And that drops him back all the way to the 32, a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd and 11. Maiden takes the snap, fakes the give, rolls away from the pressure. Now the pressure's after him, and he's going to be tripped up and sacked back at the 15-yard line. And that is a huge loss in the play there made by Patricio Barcena. And that'll bring on the punt team. And look who's coming out to punt this one away.
Gustavo.
Gustavo, for the first time this season, will punt it away.
Yes, 17-yard loss on that sack, and he tried to roll away from that pressure, but got his feet tripped up.
Lopez puts his foot into it. Shank you very much here on this one. Not a good punt. And this is going to be marked at the College Station 30-yard line. So a 15-yard punt for Gustavo?
Yes.
And the Tigres take over deep in College Station territory at the 30. So not a good first offensive possession for the Cougars as it went backwards. And then the punt, shank. And the Tigres in business at the College Station 30. And we're going to have a change at quarterback once again. This is going to be Diego Martinez. He'll take the snap, fake the give, looking to throw, under some pressure. Scrambles away, goes forward for about a yard.
Tackle made by number 25, Malik Cotton.
And Cotton doesn't get a sack because he did fall forward there to the 29-yard line. Take him when you can get him.
Gain of 1, sets up 2nd and 9. Martinez this time is going to hand it off to Rosales, and Rosales will pick up a few yards there. As he gets to the 26, sets up 3rd down and 5.
4 yards to the 26, 3rd and 6.
Martinez, the quarterback, now has Luis Alvarado in the backfield with him. Sends 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Going to hand it off to Alvarado, and he's going to be hit as soon as he approaches the line of scrimmage. First contact there made by Cole Flanagan. And there's no gain on the play.
Great job there, gang tackling him.
1 from 25 is 4th and 5.
They're going to go for it.
This will be the 2nd time tonight they've gone for it on 4th down. They were unsuccessful last time.
That was a 4th and 4. This is 4th and 5.
Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Drop back to pass under some pressure. Gets away from it, now throws over the middle. It's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Diego Robles.
Drop right there. He had a chance to catch that one, get a first down. But there was pressure coming from the Cougars, and he stepped up into that hole. Just didn't think he was going to be able to rush for that 5 yards because you did have some underneath coverage there with your linebackers.
Cougar defense stands up, gets the turnover on downs, and now the offense takes over 1st and 10 at its own 25. Got to throw the bubble screen. Peyton Cashin picks it off the ground. I mean, that was almost on the ground, and Peyton Cashin went down, picked it up, turned it into a short gain of 4.
Baseball player right there on that one.
Yes, sir.
24 to 29, it's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 now. Quickly back to work. Vela in motion from right to left. Going to hand it off to Wilson Staff. He followed the hole opened by Vela and picks up about 4.
Tackle made by number 44, Diego Escobedo.
So they'll give him the 34, so a gain of 5 sets up 3rd and 1.
Up, got an injury. They're running a guy off.
Yeah.
They'll take timeout.
We have a timeout on the field.
We'll take it with them. 5:06 to go in the third quarter. Cougars on top 29-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. Cougar Football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard. Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-TINT. And by Blinn College, proud to support local students. Prosperity Bank, real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. 3rd and 1 as we come back to action here for the Cougars. They're going to hand it off. This is Tony Hamilton. He'll be hitting the backfield, and he is not going to get it. One of the rare times that we see Tony Hamilton not convert on a third down for the Cougars.
3rd and 1, he took a contact there and still got it back to the line of scrimmage just based on want to, because he was going to be knocked down 2 yard for a 2-yard loss.
That brings in Cade Corcoran to punt this one away.
In the punt number 12, Cade Corcoran.
Low snap, Corcoran picks it up, gets the kickoff, end over end, takes a good Cougar bounce. It's fielded at the 25 and then run out of bounds at the 28-yard line is going to be Espinosa.
So 2 drives after the kickoff return for a touchdown where the Cougars have come up short.
Thomas Herring there on the tackle for the Cougars. Cougar Football brought to you this season by ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. And by Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. 1st and 10, Tigres at their own 28-yard line. They trail 29-0 with 4:22 to go here in the third quarter.
Change the quarterback again, I believe. Nope.
Going to fake the give to Rosales, take it himself.
Yeah, it is. They changed again.
Yeah, this is number 8 in there now, Ricardo Fernandez. And Fernandez gets 2 to the 30.
Number 10, Anthony Medrano. 2 to the 30, 2nd and 8.
Fernandez will send 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Rosales will be to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to roll that way. Looking to throw. He's going to get the pass off. It's going to be complete and pushed out of bounds by Jaden Bellows, but not before he gets a first down to the 40-yard line is going to be Emilio Prieto.
10 yards after the 40, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Tigres at their own 40.
Yeah, Bellows got kind of caught between run support and coverage right there on a run-pass option.
Shotgun formation, going to give it off this time to the running back. He'll go up the middle and gain 3.
Block made by number 10, Anthony Medrano. Gain 2 on the play to be 2nd and 8.
That was Maximo Anaya on the run. And the ball now at the Tigres 42. Going to hand it off again. This is Rosales, and Rosales will get up to the 45, setting up 3rd and 5.
The diamond formation, that's kind of what they use against Consolidated in that 4th quarter, just running play after play, trying to wear you down, go for it on all 4th downs.
3rd and 5 here from the 45. Fernandez has Rosales to his left, trips to the left of the formation, 1 receiver to the right. Going to hand it off to Rosales, going from left to right, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 46. Give him 1, sets up 4th and 4. Clock stops with 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. They will keep the offense on the field. Go empty backfield now.
Caden Keller in at nose guard for the last 2 drives. Moving Harwell out 1 gap.
Fernandez takes the snap, going to throw the quick pass, and it's incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver. And once again, that was intended for Diego Prieto, and Prieto can't haul it in, and the Cougars take over 1st and 10 at the Tigres 46 with 2:23 to go in the third quarter, leading it 29-0. Let's see if they can get the offense rolling here, as they've struggled so far offensively in this half. Maiden takes the snap, drops back, rolls to his right. He's going to throw the ball downfield. That's caught. It's going to be Peyton Cashin into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Rolling to the right. He was in stride perfectly, found Cashin, and it's been big play touchdowns in the second half for the Cougars.
Peyton Cashin with the reception. And the Cougars get on the board again. Second touchdown reception of the night for Peyton Cashin. Trey Stasny on to try and add the extra point. Snap, spot, the kick is up, and it is good. 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Your new score, College Station 36, UANL 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. $36-0 is our score. The Cougars get their second touchdown of the half, and they lead it.
Yeah, one play, 46 yards with a wide open touchdown pass. It's going to be Peyton Cashin hauling it in again from Arrington Maiden. And with 2:14 to play, 36-0 for your Cougars.
Gustavo Lopez to kick it off. Back to receive for the Tigres, Luis Rios on the left side, and Diego Espinosa to the right. Lopez approaches the football, puts his foot into it, and this one's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. And Rios is the returner, and he'll get it up to the 15.
Talk about number 19, Bryson Brown. 15-yard return to the 15. It's 1st and 10 from Tigres.
See if there's more changes for the Cougars on that defensive front. Cinco de Gear's back in. Harwell is out this time. Caden Keller getting some more playing action in there. A couple linebackers have swapped out, but your secondary looks intact.
Shotgun formation, going to hand it off. And tackle made at the 20-yard line. That was Espinosa on the run. New quarterback is Ramirez.
Stavinoa was holding him up, and then Hamilton laid the boom.
Yes, he did on that. Gain of 5 on the play. Going to roll to the right. Throw that way. That's going to be complete. That is Angel Martinez, and he'll have a first down, pushed out of bounds at the 31 by Jaden Bellows.
And 11 on the play to the 31. It's 1st and 10, El Tigres.
1st and 10 for the Tigres. Ball is at their own 31. 1:29 to go here in the third quarter. Going to hand it off to Espinosa. He'll go off the right side. He's got a nice gainer as he's across the 40 and finally knocked down at the 45-yard line. That's another first down.
14 to the 45, 1st and 10.
He's got some fresh legs. I mean, he's done a good job breaking through the holes there on 2 carries here on this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 45. Going to hand it off to a new running back who just came in. He'll be tripped up after he gets across midfield. And he'll be marked out at the College Station 48. That is Luis Alvarado. 7-yard gain.
That's the Cougar 48.
Going to fake the give to Alvarado. The quarterback will keep it himself, and he's pulled down by Stavanoa. 1 yard short of the first down. That was Angel Ramirez. The quarterback sets up 3rd and 1 at the College Station 46.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 4 and 4th and 5. You're in a 2-down situation right here. And they'll go with that jumbo diamond formation behind the quarterback.
But they won't get it off before the end of the third quarter as the siren sounds here. That's the end of the third. 36-0 is your score. College Station on top. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Hey, Cougars, check out our newest Cougar swag at the M&M Apparel Trailer. Visit all sales to put Cougar Athletics. Thank you, M&M Apparel, for being a proud partner of Cougar Swag.
We were not listening.
I didn't listen to the first one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We move to the fourth quarter here at Cougar Stadium. It's brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing. Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber. Ed-Phillips-Plumbing.com. As we come back to action, the Tigres of UANL facing a 3rd and 1 at the College Station 46-yard line. Cougars on top 36-0. And the Tigres will hand the ball off. The running back is hit in the backfield, but he gets away from that initial contact, and he gets the first down as he's across the 45 to the 44.
Calculator number 10, Anthony Medrano.
They're ready to go quick on this snap.
That's the Cougar 44.
Angel Ramirez, the quarterback, has Sebastian Rosales in the backfield with him. Gonna fake the give, goes to throw it, the ball slips out of his hands, he picks it up, and he'll be brought down inside his own territory back at the 48, as that ball just slipped out of his hands as he went to throw it.
I hadn't really seen that kind of misplay from them. They've been pretty good in their handoffs and had some just hard holding that football right there.
Loss of 8 sets up 2nd and 18. Going to try and throw again. This time he gets the pass off. It's complete, but immediately hit at midfield after the 2-yard gain, as that is their tight end, Alan Silva. Actually, they'll give him 3 to the College Station 49. But it sets up 3rd and 15. Empty backfield. Fernandez back to pass, under some pressure, rolls away from it. Now he's going to take off, dance around, and he'll get near the first down. He'll be about 3 yards short as he gets to the College Station 37. And that'll bring up 4th down, and as they've done all second half, they'll keep the offense on the field. Have not converted a 4th down, however. They are 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts tonight. They'll go empty backfield. Play clock at 10. Fernandez takes the snap. He's going to throw, and it's complete. A wobbly, horrible pass, but it gets the job done as he completes it to Emilio Prieto.
I think that went through Stamanoa's hands.
I think so. This is a first down at the 30-yard line for the Tigres.
Cougars jumped off sides.
Yeah. Free play here. They're going to throw to the end zone, and it's picked off by Demarion Gilbreth, but it's not going to matter because the Cougars were offside.
Pass is intercepted by number 2, Demarion Gilbreth. A flag on the play.
Hard count got him right there. Trying to time up that rush.
During the play, we have offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat down 1.
So that'll move it to the College Station 25. Sets up 1st and 5. Not only did Gilbreth get that interception taken away, but I think he slipped in the end zone, and he just came off the field limping a little bit. So Bryson Brown will replace him. He's over on the sideline talking to Doc Frazier.
Oh, boy. They tried to run a double screen right there, dump it, look to the right, pump fake, then look back left, and Madden Hurd hit the ball, hit him right in the hands, and go to the turf.
Incomplete pass sets up 2nd and 5.
And he knew it when it hit him in the hands that this was not going to work out well.
That's why he plays defense, right? Isn't that what they say? 2nd and 5. Going to hand it off, and a gain of 1 for Luis Alvarado.
Still in 4-down territory.
3rd and about 4. Ramirez, the quarterback. Fakes the give. He's going to throw. Wanted the receiver on a slant, but his pass was way in front of him, and that's going to set up 4th down.
Playing to keep a shutout going right here on this 4th and 3, 4th and 3.5.
Shotgun formation for Ramirez. Has Alvarado to his left. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Drops back to pass. Now he's going to scramble away from the pressure, make the throw, and it's complete. As a nice catch there made by Alan Silva. And it's enough for a first down at the 19-yard line.
Hamilton was in coverage and engaged with him, and just kind of was wobbled to the right spot.
Going to throw to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Making the over-the-shoulder catch is going to be Angel Martinez, and he hauls it in for the touchdown.
Pass is complete for the touchdown.
Extra point try to come here from Alan Silva. Out of the hold of Edwin Cerna. Snap through the holder's hands. Silva's going to have to pick it up. He'll run around with it. He's got a long way to go as he picked that up at about the 30.
Fumbled it forward.
And he fumbled it forward, and the attempt is no good. So the Tigres get on the board with 7:59 to go. Your new score, College Station 36, UANL 6. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
1585.
How long was the pass? The touchdown? 19. College Station Cougar Football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard. Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-TINT. By Blinn College, proud to support local students. By Prosperity Bank, real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. By ASAP Equipment, to purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. And by Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. 36-6 is our score, 7:59 to go in the ball game. And while we're here, let's take a look at the Brazos Valley scoreboard. It's brought to you by Brazos County Bank. Deep roots, strong branches.
Right on top of Killeen Chaparral, 24-0. It is Franklin on top of Jasper, 23-0. None of the other scores have really updated, but that was a pass from Angels. Angel Ramirez to Angel Martinez of 19 yards to break the shutout.
They try the onside kick, but the Cougars were ready for it, and they recover it at the 49-yard line. Caden Toon falling on it, I believe. It was either Caden Toon or Madden Hurd. One of them was there. And the Cougars take over 1st and 10 at their own 49. Arrington Maiden stays in at the quarterback position.
I'm right, the Cougars have only run 7 offensive plays this second half.
Shotgun formation for Maiden. Trying to throw a pass there to Stapp, and it's incomplete. I think that when he went to throw that ball, he hit Xavier Vela on his back when he went back with it, and that's why it came out like it did.
Nearly a lateral right there. Stoney Pryor was right in line with it, and he was kind of hollering at Stapp to get on the ball.
2nd and 10. Going to throw the bubble screen to Peyton Cashin. Makes the catch, gets across midfield, and driven out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Tigres. Gain of 3 sets up 3rd and 7.
Tackling number 34, Salvador Luna. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Going to hand it off to Staff. He avoids the first tackle. He's got the first down and more as he's across the 40 to the 36-yard line. Nice job of avoiding that initial wave
Yeah, he was looking like he was going to take some contact in the backfield, and he kind of wiggled his hips enough to get that guy to miss, and then he was wide open through that hole at the left guard.
He'll check out of the game. Connor Cashin will check in. He'll be to the left of Arrington Maiden. And we've got a flag. It's going to be a false start against the Cougars.
Before the snap, for the false start, on the black, 5-yard penalty, repeat down 1.
So that'll move it back to the 42 of the Tigres, set up 1st and 15. Connor Cashin moves to the right side now of Arrington Maiden. Going to fake the give to him. Maiden will pull it, and Maiden will go nowhere. Good pressure there by the Tigres. Name we've been calling all night. There, Diego Blade. He had the interception for the Tigres. Has had a really good night for the UANL squad. 2nd and 15 now. Maiden gonna step up in the pocket, throw across the middle, intended for Verdugo, well over him and off the hands of the defender. Incomplete for 3rd down. Coverage there by Daniel Pena. He had a chance to intercept that, but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, he was closer to making a reception than at any point in time that the Cougars were. That one just got kind of floated and got away and way over the head of Verdugo.
3rd down and 15 now, 6:02 to go in the ball game. Maiden shotgun formation. He's going to throw. Gets Cody Dixon on that crossing route. Dixon's going to get the 1st down and more as he's all the way inside the 20, still on his feet and finally brought down at the 14-yard line. 2nd time tonight they've run that play to Cody Dixon, and he's come up big both times getting the 1st down. They'll actually mark him at the 13 here. And it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, just have to give him time to run that crossing pattern, and it's been wide open.
Going to hand it off to Connor Cashin. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a yard, maybe 2. And it'll be 2nd down. Actually, they're going to give him no gain on that play.
Wow.
At the 30, so it's still at the 13.
Cougars are slowing this down a little bit, running some clock.
Maiden takes the snap, gives it to Cashin right up the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! Connor Cashin.
Touchdown machine. That's his 3rd of the year. And his shortest one. At a 13-yard gain.
Trey Stasny on to add. Actually, no. Excuse me. This will be Gustavo Lopez on to try and add the extra point. Out of the hold of Corcoran. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. Your new score with 5:02 to go. College Station 43, UANL 6. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
$8.51. 8:51.
Cougars add to their lead. It's now 43-6 with 5:02 to go in the ball game.
Another conference between officials.
Wonder what what this, well, I don't think we're going to get any indication of what this one's about.
Kicking off for the Cougars, number 31, Trace Tasney.
Connor Cashin with the touchdown. As Scott said, his third of the season. Connor Cashin now, he came into this game averaging 16.2 yards per carry. That's going down tonight, as he had 13 on that one and no gain on the previous one. So he's got 2 carries for 13 yards tonight, giving him 12 for 175 on the season. He's actually the leading rusher for the Cougars. Wilson's staff probably took that back over tonight. I forgot about that. As this kick comes down, it's fielded at about the 3-yard line. Going from right to left, 20, 25, 30, and finally brought down. And looks like we might have an injured Cougar.
Number 30, Cody.
Yes, at the 25-yard line.
Not sure who it is. That return is to the 35-yard line. It's on the far sideline, and the trainers from UANL immediately were out there.
Yeah, they were. Good job by them.
And then Doc Frazier makes her way over there. Coach Stoney Pryor over there as well. But yeah, the UANL medical staff quickly got out there.
Updating that Brian Rudder score, they lead 31-8 over Colleen Chaparral. And then Franklin still shutting out Jasper 23-0 in the fourth quarter.
Injured Cougar was William Bradford. He's up and walking off under his own power. So glad to see that.
And the Longview Lobos going into the fourth quarter 42-0 over Lufkin.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's all I can say on that one is wow.
They looked at the score between your Cougars and Temple last weekend, and their play-by-play guys were saying, wow.
1st and 10 for the Tigres at their own 35-yard line. Going to throw a little screen pass, and the receiver Rosales catches it, but he slips down, and he's going to lose yards on the play. New quarterback in there is Jose Cobas. That loss is back to the 31, so a loss of 4 sets up 2nd and 14. I want to remind you to stick around for our post-game show brought to you by Zwerneman Flooring. Get the best in service, selection, and style from Zwerneman Flooring. Visit zfloors.net today. And we'll have our post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. We'll have the final stats. We'll also have our Brazos Valley player, our player of the game, not our Brazos Valley player of the game, just the player of the game. Shotgun formation. Cobas drops back. Going to throw over the middle, in and out of the hands of a Cougar defender. That was Jake Wren. And it's incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
Defending for the Cougars, number 16, Thomas Herring. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 14 here for the Tigres. Clock stops on the incompletion with 4:06 to go. Cobas drops back to pass. Here comes some pressure. He gets the pass off, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Alan Zamora, but he overthrew him. Closest person to the ball was actually Braylon Wortham. And instead of going for it here on 4th and 14, the Tigres will punt it away, it appears.
Wortham will get a chance to get a punt return here.
He is back to receive it. Diego Espinosa is the punter. Wortham stands at his own 39-yard line. Now they'll move him back a little bit to his 35. Snap is back, and Espinosa is going to take off on a run, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds short of the 1st down as he's knocked out at the 44-yard line. He needed the 45. A yard short. Thomas Herring makes the push out of bounds, and it's a turnover on downs.
Number 16, Thomas Herring, short of the 1st down yard he's needed. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars.
So, you know, a good run right there, but comes up just a little bit short. I don't know if it was planned or not. That snap kind of took him to the right just a little bit.
Cade Corcoran in at quarterback now for the Cougars. He's going to hand it off to Kyrance Young, and Kyrance Young with a nice run up the middle to the 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Hand it off to Young again. Dances through the middle, spins outside to the left, still on his feet to the 15, and falls forward to the 13. Another nice run there for Kyrance Young.
12 to the 13, and another 1st and 10 Cougars.
1st and 10.
Running hard.
We saw him on a couple of carries last week. His one good carry was wiped out by a penalty. His one positive carry, I should say, because he lost a yard on his next one. And that was the only 2 carries he got on the night.
Clock about to go under 3 minutes.
Gonna hand, no, yes, they do hand it off to Kyrance Young. This time he's gonna be thrown down back in the backfield, and he'll lose about 5 yards. And it'll set up, actually he'll lose 7 back to the 20. Sets up 2nd and 17. Some fresh faces in there. Frank Casas in there. Or excuse me, RJ Casas. Also in there, Zach Kosser for the first time tonight. Gonna hand it off to Kyrance. And he'll get to the 16-yard line. Set up 3rd and 13. Fresh offensive lineman in there as well. Miguel Rodriguez III is in there. DeAndre Robinson.
Injury for
and we've got an injury for the Tigres. Let's get some more of those names of these reserves that are in. Number 78 is in there. John Williams. He's actually been a starter this year as well. Richard Cuevas in on the offensive line. Number 85, Colton Haas in at one of the receiver spots. As we said, Cade Corcoran. Kyrance Young in the backfield. I like what I just saw. Aiden Martinez-Brown just went out there and gave Kyrance Young a big hug. Patted him on the helmet, telling him, keep going, kid. You know Aiden wants to be back in there, but, you know, no reason to put him in and risk that injury. He's coming off the hamstring injury. I think he'll be good to go next week for district play. The UANL player was up and off the field, and it's now 3rd down for the Cougars. Corcoran going to give it off to Kyrance Young up the middle. Runs into a wall, but he gets to the 11-yard line. But it's going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 7, and let's see if Coach Pryor decides to go for a field goal here. Yeah, it looks like what he's going to do.
He's up there, 4th down.
Corcoran is the holder. Stasny will try this field goal. Ball will be placed at the 18-yard line, so a 28-yard field goal attempt here for Stasny. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. 1:07 to go in the ball game. Your new score, College Station 46, UANL 6. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
6:32.
46-6 is the score with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go in the ball game. Your Cougars on top, on their way to moving to 2-1 in the season as they head into District 11 5A play next week on the road at Leander. 7 o'clock kick on that. 6:30 pregame right here with Scott and John and I on Maverick.
It's always good to be the fan favorite.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to kick after Cougar touchdowns. It's really a popular job.
Yep.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the bat rounds in your mouth.
Gustavo Lopez to kick it off. And he's going to kick this one deep. It's going to be fielded at the 4-yard line. Bouncing outside 15, 20, 25. And dragged down at about the 32-yard line by Caden Toon.
58 seconds left in this Cougar victory.
A 29-yard kickoff return to be first and 10 of Tigres. That's their own 31.
Kobus is going to finish this thing out at quarterback for UANL. Takes the snap, drops back, pass. Pass is complete. Receiver hit immediately by Braylon Wortham. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Gain of 5 to the 36, second and 5.
Tigres, hurry up as we have 40 seconds to go. Kobus rolls to his right. Throws this one, and it's going to be wrestled for between the receiver and no, they're going to say incomplete. It hit the ground. The intended receiver there was Edwin Cerna. And he was wrestling with Tyler Ron. And it ends up being incomplete. 3rd down. Kobus rolls to his left this time. Pass is broken up by Liam Ponte. That'll bring up 4th down. 19 seconds, clock stops on the incompletion. UANL keeps the offense on the field. They'll go empty backfield. And we're going to get a penalty flag before we get things started. They're going to call a false start on one of the receivers out here.
Each team only had 3 penalties in the second half.
Only. So we finish with 18?
Yes.
Down 4.
Yeah, definitely something Coach Pryor is going to address with his team. I'm sure they did at halftime. Just way too many penalties tonight on the Cougars. So it's a combined 18. 10 of those on the Cougars. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. 4th down, empty backfield. Kobus drops back. Going to throw across the middle. It's complete, but well short of the 1st down, as that's caught by the tight end, Sebastian Salinas. And that'll turn the ball over on downs to the Cougars with 14 seconds away, 1 kneel down, and that will be the ball game. Cade Corcoran will take a knee, and this victory is in the books. Your College Station Cougars get the win, 36-6 over the Tigres of UANL. Oh, excuse me, 46-6. I shorted up 10 points. Sorry about that.
Cougars.
46-6 is the final score in this one as the Cougars get the victory. And Scott, the penalties obviously are going to be a big teaching point out of this one. Overall, Cougars didn't get to run a lot of offensive plays in the second half.
No, they sure didn't. They had 2 drives where they went 3 and out, and other than that, it was points on the other plays. So I think that, the Cougars, a mixed bag. I think that they're going to be happy with the majority of what they saw from the offense. But, the second half started with a kickoff return. You had a 1-play touchdown after that before you really even established a drive. So good job for the Cougars to go out and get that W. And I think that, the good thing is that you stayed relatively healthy in this game. And, I think that one of the things we've also had is Los Tigres will come over to the Cougar sideline while the Cougars play the school song. And they, show respect for their opponent. And, they play really hard between the lines. But, after the game, they will sit there and give a cheer for the Cougar fans here on this side.
Yeah, that's a class move right there by them. And, I bet they enjoy this. I know they probably don't like the loss, the 46-6 loss. But, I think these kids really enjoy coming over here and getting the chance to play. And I'm interested to see how their season turns out, because they are a decent ball club. And I think in Mexico, they probably are a really good ball club in Nuevo Leon.
Yeah, and I think, right now, Coach Pryor is about Diego Robles. He ran him down and tracked him down as after he came through the line there and then went and talked to their coaches. So I think that, the respect that you see reciprocated by both these teams. And, this is a good victory for the Cougars to get ready to go on the road and start district play next week.
46-6 is the final score. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll start our post-game show brought to you by Zwerneman Flooring. Zwerneman Flooring, get the best in service, selection, and style from Zwerneman Flooring. Visit zfloors.net today. 46-6 is your final. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. Taking 3 here.
Yes. Yes. I don't want to do this. What is this one?